Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You will not believe that William Samoei Ruto and the security authorities, they are panicked and they are in fear as the NTV and other media houses plan to showcase the BBC documentary, but these media houses, they were told, you must not play that video. You play that documentary at your own risk. In other words, they were told the documentary of BBC must not be showcased in any media houses in the Republic of Kenya. As we are being told, there is a lot of pressure. Of course, as William Ruto and security personnel, they don't know how to deal with the BBC documentary. Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like. When you look at this documentary called Blood Parliament, has exposed everything. How these police officers managed to kill number of Kenyans during the Gen Z's demonstration. And this is something that William Ruto and his government, they don't want. So, because the BBC is not a media house from Kenya, it is an international media house. And you cannot do anything. You can't do anything. William Ruto cannot abduct these individuals. Because if it was about citizen, ungesikia wanawanyang'anya licenses. Ukisikia ingekuwa NTV, wangeenda kunyang'anya NTV na other media houses. So, hii documentary ilikuwa ionyeshwe wa Kenya waone vizuri kwa hii media houses za Kenya. Lakini wameambiwa, no, try at your own risk. In other words, William Ruto na watu yake washaelewa ukweli upo wapi. Now you can testify. I was just busy listening and watching that documentary. I'm telling you, Kenyans, that documentary is huge. That documentary is huge. And if William Ruto is not so careful, his government has been exposed, left naked. Because remember, when this documentary came in, Kenyans watched it like never before. Because they wanted to understand and know what happened during the invading of the parliament. But we are being told with close allies of William Ruto that it was their right to kill Kenyans, because you cannot breach the parliament and walk free. In other words, those who were seen breaching the parliament, they are confirming to us that majority were either killed, abducted, we don't know where they are as we speak even today. So this documentary is giving William Ruto and his security personnel a sleepless night. As even the NIS, the National Intelligence Service, has even told William Ruto that if this documentary is going to be allowed in this country might again erupt. And this eruption might, of course, be about why these police officers killed Kenyans, yet they are still free. You could see directly, seeing a police officer shooting, opening live fire on a peaceful protester. But because they wanted to show that Kenyans, they are violent, they will throw tear gas, they will do whatever they can do. Because, for example, let us assume these demonstrators, they were guided clearly and told, okay, you want to access the parliament, Mnataka kujaza town, jazeni, no problem. But don't destroy any property. Hatutaki wizi, na hatutaki vitu kadha. Na hizi vitu hao ndio wana organize. But because these individuals, they have realized one thing. This documentary is going to bring a lot of problem. So they don't have any option but to, of course, accept the truth. Remember, the truth is, when you look at this documentary, you can see Kenyans being killed on live bullet. Live bullet. Then how will you convince me? Just convince me. Then now, the situation of the BBC coming out to tell Kenyans the truth is a crime. It's not a crime. I've seen people like Robert Alai, several individuals there, Aaron Akinaro, Cheriot, they are complaining that BBC is now planning anarchy. They are like creating chaos. They are even illustrating for us the genocide that happened in Rwanda. But again, the media is there to tell the truth. And the truth is, William Ruto's government killed Kenyans. And because they don't want to be accountable, they will tell you they are always right. So the perspective of these individuals now trying to convince us that, oh, we never did this, no one killed Kenyans, but the reality you can see. And that is why they don't want even NTV to showcase the documentary. They don't want the NTV to showcase the documentary. So they are so panicked. They are in fear, you know. And that is why they are working days and nights. If it was possible, if the BBC was the local media house, then there was a possibility of forcing them to, of course, pull down that documentary. But because this media house is an international media house, in the BBC, they cannot be forced to withdraw that. You can't. Hata kama William Ruto ataenda BBC leo, they can't. Because there's nothing like a crime there. It is a truth. Pure truth. Nothing than truth. That is the truth. What happened 25th June last year? You waliua watu hapa wanataka kuficha left, right, center. So I can confirm to you how the BBC did this documentary is completely destroying William Ruto, not only locally, but internationally. People can see that this man is so evil. Those who are surrounding him, they are so punitive, illiterate, and they will still defend themselves. They know what they are doing. So they have decided to cancel the so-called the documentary from BBC. So ukitaka watch, enda watch kwa BBC, but you will not see the NTV, Citizen, and other media houses display hizo videos. They display at their own risk. You washabiwa. What do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Till we meet in another video.